How is it going, everyone? We are officially in February, and this is one of the most insane months of new game releases I think I have ever seen. I don't think that is a stretch, and I think most of you would agree with me that this is one of the most insanely stacked months of big games that we've seen in a very, very long time, if nothing else. A ton of games are coming out. There's going to be a really imperative time for you to pick and choose what games you pick up, because at the end of the day, you absolutely cannot play everything. Some of you guys don't have endless disposable income, and even if you do, it's a good idea to be a little selective given how quickly games go on sale these days. In this video, we're going to do another what to buy. I'm going to run down the games that I think are games that you should buy, and I don't foresee them going on sale relatively quickly, and then games that I would probably stay away from the time being and wait for a deeper discount, because I do ultimately see them going on sale rather quickly. We'll get to all of it, and we'll break it down. We've got 3 games in the buy category, and then quite a few in the wait for a sale. I'm not going to cover everything. No PlayStation VR stuff in this video, so bear that in mind as well, and let's get right into it. For buy, I'm sorry, I have to say it, Hogwarts Legacy is a buy. There's a couple things you gotta know about this. Hogwarts Legacy, I highly doubt is gonna get a sale anytime in the near future for a couple reasons. First of all, this is a game Warner Brothers is not stupid. They are, whoever is handling the marketing of this game, not stupid. This game is going to do disgusting numbers from a sales standpoint. This is going to be one of the best-selling games of the year, if not the best-selling game of the year. I don't put it a stretch that this game is going to outsell the Call of Duty this year, whatever is going to be, you know, the major release. When you look at all the platforms this game is hitting, it's literally hitting everything. However, come February 10th, February 7th, if you buy the deluxe edition, which, by the way, I do think people are going to buy the deluxe edition in droves, it will be $70. It will be $80 for the deluxe, but it will be hitting PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Then ultimately, it will be coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. Now, the PS4 and Xbox One version comes out in April. The Nintendo Switch version, I believe, is tentatively scheduled for June. Bear in mind the fact that this game is dropping in April for PS4 and Xbox One, that means they really can't lower the game beyond $60 in terms of price, given that it's hitting last generation platforms at that price. You don't want to lessen the value of those last generation versions. That's only one aspect of this game potentially retaining its price point, but also this is just one of those games that everybody is going to want to play, so everybody is going to draw a premier price point for it, drop a premier price point for it, in the sense that if it goes on sale, guys, I'm thinking it'll hit $60 at the lowest, and I don't think it's even going to see a discount like that. It's very, very rare that you see a game get the type of buzz and anticipation that Hogwarts Legacy has. Look at the games that were coming out in fall of last year. Like, what games were really at the anticipation level of Hogwarts Legacy? Maybe God of War. Remember, that was an exclusive. Probably, I would say Modern Warfare 2. It's COD, you know, whatever, but Hogwarts Legacy is right up there, and look at COD and look at God of War. Have those games really seen deep discounts? No. This one, I highly doubt is going to be seeing a deep discount either, and at this point, I know several of you are already super stoked for the game. You probably have already dropped however much you're going to drop on it, $70, $80. Remember, you do get that 72 hours, quote-unquote, early access if you do buy the deluxe edition. I don't like calling it early access, but that's how they're going to promote it as, and I understand why. It's a good way to incentivize people to buy the Premier Edition. Just not a trend that I'm in love with. Okay, so that, I would say, is a buy. Next up, now this can be debated a little bit, but if you're a fan of the franchise, I think people are ultimately going to have a great time with this one, and that is Like a Dragon Ishin. Now, this is a remake of a game that came out in Japan years and years ago, but it's a big remake, so, you know, it's a game that you're gonna get a sizable amount of content out of, and if you're a fan of the RGG titles, if you're a fan of the Yakuza games, you're gonna enjoy this as well. 1860s Kyo is plagued by widespread inequality, and one samurai will change the course of history in his search for justice. Take up the sword of Sakamoto Ryoma and venture to Kyoto to find your father's killing. Yes, a little bit of a different setting, but it's still gonna have the nuances and the style of the RGG titles that you know and love. It is gonna be priced at a full $60. There is a digital deluxe edition for $70, and how about this? Another game that is incentivizing you to buy a specific version to get early access, and if you pre-order the digital deluxe version of the game, you do receive 3 bonus weapons and 4 days early access to the game. So yes, February 21st is the listed date, but they are trying to get you to pre-order that digital deluxe, and then you'll get it February 17th. Again, not a trend I'm a big fan of, but something we've been seeing more and more of in gaming. And lastly, I will say, as far as a buy goes, Octopath Traveler 2. This drops on February 24th, and if you look at Octopath Traveler 1, that's a game that you'll be hard-pressed to find that game at this point at a steep discount. Like, the PC version of that game still goes for like $36 on sale. Switch version still goes for a hefty price point. Game never came out on PlayStation, but now we have the game on PS4 and PS5 in the form of Octopath Traveler 2. Now, obviously, this is a JRPG that might not be for everyone, but if it is a game that interests you, I don't think it's going to be going on sale that quickly. You know, Square Enix JRPGs that are of high quality typically don't go on sale fairly quickly. You know, there are mid-level Square Enix JRPGs that'll see discounts quickly. I look at a Dio Field Chronicle, I look at a Valkyrie Elysia, but then you look at some of the Final Fantasy outings, previous Octopath Traveler, and even some of the other HD 2D games, they haven't gone on sale that quickly, and I very much foresee that being the case with Octopath Traveler 2. So if you have any interest in the game, I would say pick it up. By the way, if you do buy a physical copy from Best Buy, you do get a steelbook with it. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII had that same promotion attached to it where they were giving out steelbooks with pre-orders of that game, and that steelbook ended up going for $50 alone. So that's Crisis Core. I doubt that'll be the case with Octopath Traveler, but I thought that was something to know for those of you looking to get the most amount of value possible. Octopath Traveler 2 does drop on February 24th. Okay, so those are the three games that I would say slam dunk buys. I think for everyone, Hogwarts Legacy is a no-brainer. Like a Dragon Ishin, I could easily see people shifting that to the sale category. I just know those of you that are into the RGG titles, you're super into it, and it's a game that you're gonna be looking forward to. And it's not like these games get discounted super quickly, although it's not like a overly long wait for a discount to occur as well. I'll probably say by the summertime, you know, it'll be down to $35 to $40. So if you're okay with waiting that duration of time, you know, you can wait for a discount on that. But in the case of Hogwarts and Octopath especially, I think it's a no-brainer to say those are buys and those are going to hold up in price for a while. Hogwarts for sure, in my opinion. Again, given the release structure of the game, it would be kind of doing themselves a disservice if they were to lessen the price of the game ahead of the PS4 and X1 launch as well. So there you go with that. I do want to cover a couple of games that I think you should have on your radar, but maybe it'll be the best to wait on a sale for these ones. First of all, Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Now, this is one, you guys know I love the Tales of games, but we can go back to when when Tales of Symphonia got a collection that was released on the PlayStation 3, and it included this game and Dawn of the New World, and it was priced $10 less. This isn't a game that, in my opinion, this remaster should be priced at $50. I just think that's a little bit hefty. Look, I know a lot of people love this game, and a lot of people consider it to be the best Tales of game across the entire franchise, but for me, the price point is a little bit too high. I would say absolutely play it at some point, and if you're a hardcore Tales of fan, look, me saying anything ain't gonna deter you from buying the game, but just for those of you that do wanna get the most value out of your games, I just think $50 for this one is really hefty, and maybe you can say, hey, you're being a hypocrite. Crisis Core was $50 as well, and everybody bought that, but, you know, Crisis Core is a part of Final Fantasy VII. It's such an iconic game, and did a little bit more with that remake or remaster than Tales of Symphonia is doing here, so that's my 2 cents on that. You know, given that Vesperia was $50 as well, but Vesperia had a lot of refinements, and there was the issue of that game never getting its PS3 release over here stateside, that I would put more value on Vesperia's remaster release here than what we're getting here with Symphonia Remastered, so take that for what you will. It pains me to say it, but I would say, as a big Tales of fan, like you guys know, Rise was one of my favorite games of 2021, but in this case, I would say wait on a sale for this one. Wanted Dead, I think this is a game that everybody should have on their radar. It's just an UIP with a developer that definitely has put out some quality titles. Like, they did Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker, they did Valkyrie Elysium. You've got devs that have worked on Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive working on the title as well. It's just one that looks super sleek. It looks like a fun hack and slash action title. A top tier price may be something you want to hold off on for now. I could easily see it going on sale, you know, a month or two after release and getting a sizable discount. So that's my 2 cents on that. But as a new IP, I'm really hoping this one turns out well. Wild Hearts, gotta say, I'ma say wait on a sale for this one. Look, EA titles have gone on sale pretty quickly recently. Need for Speed Unbound, you guys remember that? That game came out and went on sale for like $35 like a week or two after release, and that was a $70 release there as well, and this is a $70 release as well. I think a lot of people that are super into these monster hunting style of experiences are like, bro, this is easily a day one, but you know, I'm gonna say wait for a sale. Maybe some people are gonna be like, how could you put Like a Dragon as a buy and Wild Hearts as a wait for a sale? But $70 is hefty, and EA games have had that track record of going on sale fairly quickly, so I'm gonna say wait for a sale on this one. Look, Atomic Heart, I'm gonna say wait for a sale on this one as well. This is a game that's going to Xbox Game Pass. That's why I always find it a little bit hard to justify spending $70 on PlayStation when a game is heading to Game Pass. If you have a PC, if you have an Xbox, I would absolutely say go play this game through Game Pass. It's a brand new IP. It's a game that has seen a couple delays. It looks great. It's got some interesting themes to it. This setting that I think looks great. A lot of BioShock vibes people are getting from it. You've got some very, very visceral gameplay, to say the least. I'm not completely sold on it for $70, but Game Pass included, that's always going to make it a little bit hard for me to justify dropping a full 70 on it, but a game I'm super excited for, and I definitely will be checking out. But I think unless you're Game Passing it, might be one to wait on a deeper discount, especially as a single-player action FPS. So take that for what you will. Lastly, I do just want to quickly note there are 2 free upgrades that are dropping in February. We already knew about Journey to the Savage Planet, so that's something to be on the lookout for. That'll be coming in February. And then also Shadow Warrior 3 Definitive Edition. Now, Shadow Warrior 3, definitely do not be paying full price for this one. The upgrade will be free, much like Journey to the Savage Planet, but this is a game that's super, super short, and I didn't like it as much as Shadow Warrior 1 and 2. When it's at the Shadow Warrior 1 and 2 price range, you know, around $10, I would say buy it then. But if you do already have the game, it was available on PlayStation Now before PlayStation Plus was PlayStation Plus. It was PlayStation Now Extra, that is. And yeah, Shadow Warrior 3 was a game out and they just dropped it right in there. But yeah, at this point, it's still at a hefty price point. Free upgrade is nice, but I would say buy it ultimately when it does go on sale. It still definitely has some fun to be had. Just in my opinion, not at the level of the other 2 Shadow Warrior games, but still fairly good. Just be mindful of the price you pay for this. So that is going to do it for me. Again, for me, Hogwarts Legacy, Octopath Traveler 2, and Like a Dragon Ishin, I think are all buys. Tales of Symphonia, I would say that $50 price point, and given the fact we got that collection on the PS3 for $40, and it included Dawn of the New World as well. Wanted Dead, I think looks great. Gonna be one to follow. Wild Hearts at $70 is a little bit expensive, but I can see it going on sale fairly quickly. Atomic Heart available on Game Pass, and then 2 free upgrades with Shadow Warrior 3 and Journey to the Savage Planet. Wanted to highlight all of those titles. There's a lot more stuff coming out in February, some lower key stuff. You've got, you know, low-key bangers like Helvetii. You've got all the PSVR 2 stuff coming out, so there's a lot to keep your eyes on, but wanted to give you guys a general rundown of some of this stuff dropping this month. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.